Well, there is lots of outrage tonight over Barack Obama and his longtime pastor. Comments caught on tape from Reverend Wright are creating a whole lot of controversy on talk radio. Time now for America's Voice, when we get to hear what the country's listeners are fired up about. Joining me now, Fox's John Gibson. Hi, John.
Hey, Megan, how are you?
Doing well, thanks. A lot of folks don't really know yet about this Reverend Wright, but he is the pastor to the Obamas. He married the two of them. He christened the two girls. He is making some really controversial statements that are considered anti-white, anti-American, and so on. Tell us.
Well, I mean, you know, Pastor Wright has retired probably because his most famous congregant is focusing a lot of attention on him. But during his long career, he said many, many controversial things. The title of Barack Obama's book, The Audacity of Hope, is taken from a Reverend Wright sermon. But, you know, he said 9/11 was the chickens coming home to roost. He said, God bless America, question mark. No, goddamn America. He runs a black did run a black liberation church, and it's grown tremendously. It's 8,500 members now. Started off with under 100 when he took it over. So it is a big church, and his most famous congregant is Barack Obama.
And now your listeners today are commenting on how they believe he has influenced Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife. How?
Well, you got to wonder. I mean, where did Michelle Obama get a lot of the ideas we hear from her? You know, America's a mean country, and she's just now proud of America. And you look back at some of the things Reverend Wright has said over the last 20 years, during the time the Obamas have been members of his church, and maybe it is all becoming a little clearer. And people are wondering, well, if he is so angry at America, is she as well? And what about Barack Obama himself? Is he just better at covering up his anger than his wife is and Reverend Wright is?
Interesting. You know, the other thing is, if you listen to those comments that Pastor Wright was making, you know, most recently, he was really arguably striking below the belt against the Clintons, talking about Bill Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky and describing it in acts that I will not repeat here on television. Was there a call by your listeners for Obama to more clearly distance himself from this guy?
Well, you know, Obama has, and the fact that Reverend Wright has retired, you know, one wonders if maybe Obama didn't convince him it was time to retire, because it was obviously going to be a lightning rod for the Obama campaign. He said what he said. It's out there on tape, and Obama's going to deal with it, but the Reverend isn't around to make any further comment as of this moment.
And maybe the Obama campaign is thankful for that right now. John Gibson, thanks so much.
All right, Megan, thank you.
See you.
In a moment here, Think Saturday Night Live is taking sides what the show is saying today about alleged bias. America's election head